So this is gonna be the first video of BC Adventures, otherwise known as Brown Cow Adventures. The Brown Cow is my truck. I work pipeline, so I'm on 20 days, off 10 days. So I don't really see the point of paying rent. So I've kitted out the back of my truck with a bed and pretty much everything I need to live. I gotta do a couple more upgrades, which you might see throughout this year. And I spent last year in it. Did a lot of traveling around northern BC. This year I'll probably be scooting down to the States somewhere. So it's just gonna be me cruising around, like hitting as many bike trails as I can. Probably trying to hit some off-road trails. I'm in probably a 9,000 pound 4-door long box Dodge, so we'll see what trails this thing even fits on. But right now I just finished leaving Calgary. Be a little bit of footage of me just doing some maintenance on this and getting my bed in and kind of getting everything situated for the summer. And then I gotta head up to work for my 20-day stint, which I'll be leaving Calgary. Right now I'm on Highway 1, just went through Banff and everything. I'll be turning off at Highway 93, which is talked about as the most beautiful road to drive in Canada. I would probably have to agree, maybe the most beautiful paved road. I've been on a lot of dirt roads that are pretty awesome. And then I'll probably be stopping in Jasper to grab some beer from their brewery, because it's quite good. And then continue heading up, I'm pretty sure it's 93 towards Prince George, and we'll see how far I make it today. But I left kind of late, so I won't be making it all the way to Kitimat today, but try and get as far as I can and we'll go from there. I'll run you guys through basically some cool things you can see on the drive. So before we get this year started with the old Brown Cow, I got some maintenance I gotta do on her. We got a loose ball joint up here, and then we gotta do the U-joints in here before I hit the road. It's not something where I really want to do in a parking lot somewhere, so I'll do it here in my brother's garage. I'm so cold. Yeah, so, got all that off and out. Not too bad. Get this U-joint out here. I've done this before, so it'll be a learning experience. Yep, I got her. Things you could do at a picnic table. I don't know how much the campsite would like it, but it is possible. So this is the reasoning for all the noise in the front end. Not doing great. This one's, all the bearings are loose. This is the only good one from that U-joint. So good thing I got that done before I hit the road. Just in case I need 4-wheel drive, which I probably will. Oh, it's dying. So just at the farm, getting the cap back on the truck. Put the wheels on yesterday. This thing is really heavy, but got some help from Doreen. Just got to get the bed in there and we'll be good to go. We got some brown cows with the Brown Cow. Alright, so I missed putting my bed in yesterday because I haven't quite mastered this filming thing yet, but it's quite a struggle to get it in, but in and out isn't too bad. That's really why I made it. I'm gonna do my fuse panel here, wire all that up, fix some of the screws that broke when I pulled it out. I kill switch for my battery, plug it into the truck so I have the ability to charge my battery. Then I gotta do I call them my cupboards. They're where I put all my clothes and stuff. Just kind of sit all my stuff in there. Then I got my other one here for like sweaters and other miscellaneous stuff. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to do my water tank here. Probably not. I'm running out of time. Gotta go back to work. But you guys can follow along and see how I get all this installed and how I clean it up. My life in the summer. Everything I need is in here. Vacuum. A new mug. Flops. Sleeping bag. Window shades. Convenient, I needed that. Pretty convenient as well. Spike ball, can't go around without it. Broken phone, weird. Random stuff. Got everything hooked up here. We got power over here. Just all my negative cables, obviously the negative post. And then I can run this so I can shut power off when it's charging. Is that runs to here. The truck will charge this battery, but I don't want that really charging while I'm sleeping in here because I can set off gases, so I can turn to the off position, and then usually when I'm driving I'll crank a window and turn it on and let it charge. I haven't run out of power yet, so it doesn't seem to be an issue. I haven't died either, so that's also good. There we go. Made that fold so if I ever got to add anything, it's easy to get to. Place this, just like this. Slide that over my inverter, which has a bunch of stuff in it. Not the best way to mount your inverter. That is an issue. There's a tiny stick in there. I'll pick it out with something. This is going in a 1/2 inch, so it's kind of gonna be quite careful with it, but it didn't seem to split anything yet. I bought these from Amazon last year. They're pretty good. They worked for a while. They have a nice little touch button charging port, so some Velcro on them, so I just stick them to wherever I want them to be. Good for reading and such. But, oh boy, that's strong. They seem to stop working. I don't think it's a power issue. I think it's a cheap Amazon light issue. But I will see here. We're gonna grab a test light and we'll see kind of what the gist is, but there is power, so we have a crappy light. So we'll go grab the new ones and we'll wire them up and see if that works. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it lasts all season. That'd be cool. Rather than dying out at the end there, I had no light. It was a bummer. So, same lights, black. Will suit the truck better. Bam. Hopefully they'll last longer because I like these things. So what I like to do with these, since the wire is so damn tiny, I strip back a wee bit more and fold it over. Work. Boom, we got light. You change different colors, so you got like your reading light and like blue LED, and then I think it's just a mix of both, but it's kind of nice. Okay, so this one seems to work. I'm just gonna keep it. Doesn't really bother me having one black, one silver. This one might die in the future anyways, so I got a spare black one then. Whatever. Slam this up where I need it, which is usually right around there. Boom, we got light. Finally got something to hold this up. Struggled with this all last year. Quick little, simple little piece of wood. That's the problem solved. I can start putting in the cupboards. So we had some mold issues last year because the cap wasn't sealed. I fixed that problem this year. So I don't know how to actually get rid of mold the safe way, but I know that sanding might get it away. I think these are good to go in. Oh, that's probably covered in dust. So in they go. Let's put this in. I don't remember how, but I feel like it goes the other way. I hope this works. I think this works if I remember correctly. Sorry people, you can't see in there right now, but I can barely see in there. Good to go, bud. Get a little bit in. So clearly something moved or something happened, because this doesn't really fit anymore, which is kind of a bummer, to be 100% honest. Yeah, we're about a 1/4 inch short. Oh, I might just be able to get her. Probably not the best way to do this, but like I said, we're close. That's because I moved my cap a little bit. A great way to break something. Well, that worked. Installing me curtains here. Was made by my buddy's wife. Thank you, Shauna. Oh, which way do these buggers go? Oh no, come on. Good to go. We have blinds again. Alright, we're getting pretty close here. Got my cupboards in. That one clearly warped a little bit. That's a bummer. But I got that in. The back went in. Got the whole lights wired up. Got that all ready to go. Okay, just gotta pack. Clean some sheets. Put my bed in. That's on top of the car. I think we're good to go. Organizing here. I got my niece helping me. Which is pretty cool. Yeah? You see where I want to put everything. 10-4.
What do you want me to do?
Right now, high five. Nice.
There's, ow.
You got it. You got it. Come on. Ah! See, I told you got it.
Okay.
Well, it's been a long 4 days. Getting everything kind of packed away in here. My bed to go in. Scotty helped me with that. Clearly there's some organization that needs to happen up there. All right, we got everything packed up, not organized nor clean. The bike's on the truck. Check the front end again, make sure everything's nice and tight. All right, we're gonna hit the road, but the most important thing, gotta put on my mascot. Can't be driving around without my mascot. Boom. See how long he stays there this time. My brown cow. Off we go. Off we go. Pretty banging views, I'd say. So this is Highway 93. Pretty darn beautiful, I do say. But there was one time I was coming from Revelstoke from a snowmobile weekend. We had to make it to a wedding. And we actually drove this road from Highway 1, which is just around Lake Louise, all the way to Rocky Mountain House. And they got about 2 feet of snow, I'd say. And the road was closed, but the gate wasn't down. So I was like, well, let's give her a go. I took my 2018 Colorado from Highway 1 all the way to Rocky Mountain House on this road with about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of snow on it. And it was probably the most amazing drive I think I've ever done in my entire life. So this part of the drive is probably my favorite part. It's about halfway to Jasper from Highway 1, I'd say. We got some nice views, some waterfalls, big slabby mountain here to my left. You up here, you'll see the road winds, and then we're gonna scoot up the side of a mountain. There was the reason I didn't continue driving down this road when there was that 1.5 feet of snow was because of this hill I'm approaching right now. I didn't really want to try and give it a pull in that much snow, and going down backwards doesn't sound fun either, so I ended up pulling off early and not doing the whole drive, but maybe one day I'll be able to hit it again with that much snow on it. I would like to be pulling over and checking some stuff out that I've never checked out before. There's a canyon over here with a waterfall in it and a small river running through here, but I am kind of have a deadline of being in Kitimat at a certain time to get back to work, so I don't really have time to stop and do a little exploration. Maybe next time. I'll be through here again, I know that much. I'm so cold. Yeah, my heart is sinking. About halfway through this road, you get this pull off, which is quite nice. You get to look where you came from and this big slabby mountain we got over here, and this big old valley both ways. I definitely recommend stopping in here. It's pretty sweet. Get a couple pictures, and then continue on to Jasper. Definitely should have just parked at the main parking lot, but I didn't. Actually, a pretty quick little walk down here. There's a nice little bridge put across the canyon. lot of water. Pulling into Jasper here. Probably one of my favorite towns. There's a couple good hostels here. There's one before you come into town if you're coming from Highway 1. It's at the bottom of the gondola that brings you up to the top of the mountain. Super fun hostel. Had a lot of good times there. There's another one they built in town. I think it's a same days or someday hostel. It's pretty good. They have separate rooms as well if you're not into sleeping in a room with a bunch of people. But I like to call this Banff, but better because there's less people. Lots of good restaurants, lots of good stuff to do. I didn't really get to put an ending to this video because I just ended up driving all the way to Kitimat. Didn't really feel like stopping, so there's not really a conclusion. It's the first video, but the next one will be better, I hope.